What up, cunts? We have our special guest here.
Oh, thank you for the warm and glowing introduction, Shan.
Yeah, you're welcome. So today we're gonna do a Q&A. Also, I'm in Canada. I'm not in New Zealand like the usual videos.
Canada.
So the first video is gonna be a Q&A, and hopefully we'll do some more videos.
So we're recording on the phone. That's Shan's phone recording. So he sent me the messages of the Q&A here. First question: length and girth. What are we saying?
Length and girth. I'm not gonna say it specifically, but I'm just gonna say that it's not too big, and it's either not too small. What about yours?
Like 2 inches.
Oh.
You pick them.
Do you enjoy working out alone, or do you like working out with others?
I definitely prefer working out alone, but if the other person's like on the same level as me, then I prefer that. But usually it's like they're either usually like too much weaker than you, but sometimes like if you're training with like a big bodybuilder, it's like, which is rare, but sometimes happens, I guess. It can be annoying because you're like, fuck.
Like, some people think I might be big, but like one time I fucking trained with Clint Beastwood and I was like, holy shit. I didn't know people like that exist.
Yeah. And it was like training intensity was insane, right?
Yeah, like I've never trained like that heavy and hard in my life. But I don't know, I'm just lazy cunt. Retaliation lifting straps would go dummy. Have you guys ever thought about making gym equipment or just sticking to clothes?
Yeah, I mean, not a huge priority because like just buy them for like $5 on Amazon.
Yeah.
But I mean, we could come out with them. I just want to bring something like if we do drops or like we drop new clothes. Like I just want to bring something like different, and I feel like lifting straps is like, I don't want to take your money for like shit that like I'm not passionate about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think lifting straps, you just buy it on Amazon.
Yeah, like lifting straps are just lifting straps at the end of the day. It's like creatine. You don't need no fancy brand one.
That's why I don't want to do supplements, bro. It's just like they all work the fucking same.
Yeah, pre-workouts.
Clothes is like a little more subjective. Like I started the brand like in part because I wanted to make clothes that I could wear.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, another question. I'm 18 and don't smoke cigarettes. Should I start? My honest opinion, if you're a young guy, just don't get into nicotine. As somebody who does nicotine, if I could.
Oh damn, you're actually giving genuine advice.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna go the opposite direction.
No,
okay, definitely don't.
Yeah, like if I could go back in time, I would never touch fucking nicotine because it's very hard to like quit, and sometimes just trust me, don't do it. How was your guys' childhood growing up?
You wanna start with that one?
Mine was interesting. I lived in the islands for a bit with my mother, an island called Kiribati. I did that for like 8 years and then moved back to New Zealand. I moved back to New Zealand when I was 8, and when I moved back it was hard because I didn't know English, so I had to like relearn that shit because when I moved to the islands I ended up learning a whole new language that I don't even use to this day, but I somehow still know. How about your childhood?
That's pretty chill. I don't know. I've talked about my childhood before. I don't think they care though. Like, this is your video, bro.
I know.
Who gives a shit about my childhood?
Yes, they do, because every time fucking one of these guys comes up to me, they're always like, where's Connor?
Yeah, I mean, I was just pretty, like, alone as a kid. Like, this sounds like fucking the origin story of, like, a school shooter, but I was, like, isolated, like, a lot of my childhood, and that kind of just motivated me to, like, want to pursue social media because, like, I felt like I wanted to do big things, and then I also, like, had no fear of the opinions of others because I literally had like no like social circle. Like I had a few friends here and there, and I was actually like pretty popular with women, but that was like more so like superficial relationships, just like have sex with them and like goodbye. It wasn't necessarily like a solid like friend group. I think like all the kids who were like popular at my high school though like are low-key like fat or like broke or like drug dealers, you know what I'm saying? Like I mean, not to say that if you're popular in high school you're gonna become some loser, but I think like the kids who like prioritize being like fucking liked by everyone, it's like time better spent elsewhere.
Yeah, that's facts. Somebody asked, how big is too big? So actually we had this conversation earlier this morning.
2 inches?
Yeah, so this morning I asked Connor like a pretty serious question. I was like, Would you rather have like I wouldn't say 18, but let's say, would you rather have like a 15-inch dick or like a 4-inch dick?
I'd rather have a 4-inch dick because you can't fuck girls with a 15-inch dick.
Yeah.
Like, no, like, there are a lot of women who will reject you for having a 4-inch penis. There are more women who will reject you for having a 15-inch penis, though, because you literally cannot put it in. It's like, what, a fucking tree branch? Like, dude, like, imagine just trying to fuck someone with your arm. Like, I'm sure it looks great. Like, maybe you know, you can.
You become a porn star, but that's about it. You're not gonna.
But it's like, would anyone even want to work with you, dude? It's just like fucking like having a child.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, would I rather have like a 10-inch dick? Like, yeah, I'd probably rather have a 10-inch dick, even though bro, like, according to my friends, I have one friend who has a 10-inch dick. According to him, I'm not sure. I haven't measured yet, but. He claims that it's like hard to date women because like they don't want to have sex with him because his dick just hurts them. That's what he told me. So.
Yeah, to be that I wouldn't want a fucking dick too big either. Yeah. Okay, next question. How do you like America compared to Canada? Oh, okay, so America compared to Canada, honestly, Canada 100 times better. I love it here because I just feel like I'm in New Zealand. Everyone's friendly. Everyone's just really easy to get along with in Canada. Like, it feels like a second home every time I come here.
I actually disagree with that. I think part of your enjoyment of Canada is due to the fact you don't actually live here as like a citizen.
Yeah.
I think like while it has a lot of good things, it's kind of like has pretty much like 80 to 90% of the nice things that America has, but like way less of like the crime and like bad stuff. While that is a factor, like actually living here is like quite hard because we get taxed to shit. And like some of our public institutions are like absolutely awful. Like the schooling system's pretty good here, but the healthcare is like it's free, but it's extremely slow, and the level of care is bad.
Yeah. Right.
So it's like stuff like that is just awful.
So if you're like waiting on a surgery, you're gonna be waiting a while, right?
Yeah, I'm just saying like if you actually lived here, like it's really nice to visit. There's a lot of great things about Canada and Ontario, especially if you're like a gym bro. It's like we're not hard to please. It's kind of like a little bit of pre-workout, get a pump, not too bad. But I would say that I would prefer to live in the States for sure. Yeah. I think you just haven't been to enough places in the States because you've been to like the cities that are popping, like Miami, LA, and like that's maybe not your vibe. You're kind of more of like an introverted, quiet guy. So it's like maybe there's a different place in the States that you would actually prefer living if you had visited. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking, I don't know, like Idaho.
Idaho.
Live on a farm, man.
Yeah. Should we go to the next one?
Right. Let me see. How did you and Connor meet? Let's take it away, Shan.
Well, I've always fucking known of Connor, right? Because I've been following Connor. I think we were following each other like a year and a half before we even met each other.
Yeah.
And we'll talk here and there. And then one day fucking Connor decided to start a brand. And when I saw his brand, I reached out and I was like, yo, I actually fucked with the clothes. Like, because I wasn't happy with my sponsor at the time as well. Like, they would send me clothes and I wouldn't even fucking wear it. Because it was so gay. But yeah, like when I saw like Connor's brand, I was like, shit, this thing's actually fucking sick and I would actually wear it. So
first ever athlete right here.
Yeah, I reached out and fucking the rest was history. Then
we properly met at the first meetup in LA and then we're just vibing. So yeah, good bloke, this guy. If you ever meet him, he's a good guy.
Look at the other one. Get back. When is Connor coming to India? Would you ever consider like visiting New Zealand or Australia?
I definitely visit. I can't like think of like
what to do.
Well, I mean, I'd like to visit, but it's just like I have so much like on the go here. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like kind of tough. But for like 2 weeks or something, that could be a vibe. I know New Zealand's pretty. From what Shan tells me, it's pretty cool. So definitely gotta give it a try. What was your first cycle? Do you want to answer that?
I mean, basic. You got, your tests, D-ball. It's just basic stuff,
Yeah.
Tits or ass? Oh, that's a fucking good one.
Ass. Always ass.
Yeah.
Why would you do tits over ass?
Unless you're from the 80s or some shit, fuck.
No, you know what? It's weird. In the 80s, people liked like thighs.
For real?
Yeah, it was like you're at. My mom told me this. Don't ask why, but she said in the 80s you're either an ass man, a boobs man, or a legs man. The big three right there.
Yeah, well,
so tits or ass? What are you saying?
I like ass.
You like ass?
Yeah.
I mean, I would rather someone have a little bit of both than like one over the other. I can't have you like flat chested though. That's the thing, because it's like if you're flat chested, like fuck, like what am I, pedophile? Like I don't want to have sex with someone with a flat chest. Like you look like look like a little boy.
Yeah,
You know?
well,
Get the fuck out of here.
Some chicks just have like pics.
If you don't have like any tits as a woman, just like get implants. Like I fucking take tests. Like fuck, take some implants. You know, get some implants.
Yeah, and if you're fat, just take clean. No. That was horrible advice. Don't listen to me for that one.
Yeah. So someone asked 2 more inches of pee-pee or 2 more inches of height.
Honestly, like, fuck, I would really expose myself here if I wouldn't mind taking the height. I wouldn't mind being 6'6".
Yeah, it'd be pretty lit.
Yeah, because
Just be a big cunt.
if I were to take the 2 inches, then it would be retarded.
I think I'd take the 2 inches of height and be like 6'3", 6'4". See, here's the thing. It's like on like with my dick, like no one can see that,
Yeah.
right? If I were to take the height, like I think height is personally a little bit overrated in terms of like the utility and the kind of things people say, like, oh, if you're like tall, you're more likely to be like successful, which is like true to an extent, but you know, not the end of the world if you're not, right? To that point, it's like I feel like it's more effective to be like a little bit taller than to have like a bigger fucking dick, because like my dick's fine, you know. If it was like fucking 2 inches, then I'd take the 2 inches of height, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah, like I'm pretty happy with my piece, so fuck, 2 inches of height.
yo, I saw Mike O'Hearn's dick pics. James showed them to me. Cool cameraman.
Yeah, were they huge?
His dick? Nah, it was like alright, but his balls were small, so obviously
Yeah,
it wasn't
yeah.
natural.
The raisins, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking that guy's been coping, lying to everyone for decades.
Bro, that's the thing. It's like you want to like just prove he's not natty. Just look at his dick pics. I feel like, bro, like if you really like claim natural, like you should be showing like your dick and your balls to just show like how small your nuts are.
This is legit what Rich Piano was preaching about the dick to ball ratio. You know, steroids make your fucking ball shrink, but you know what? It's a fucking good thing because now my fucking dick looks bigger.
Having the balls shrink maybe 20 to 30% is probably a good fucking thing. In fact, not probably, it is a good fucking thing. The higher your balls are, the bigger your fucking dick looks.
Rest in peace, Rich. Good cunt.
Mashallah. Alhamdulillah. Are you Muslim?
Nah.
You should convert for the trend, bro. Like Sneeko.
I haven't even heard of Sneaker in a while.
Yeah. Except that one time when you met him.
Yeah. That's
How was
what
that?
Sneaker.
Was he chill?
If I'm being honest, he like just didn't really give a fuck. I think it was just being nice. I just went up to him and I was like, bro, can I get a pic? And he just nodded his head, took the picture, and I just walked off. Because I obviously didn't want to disrupt his day. He was already kind enough to take a picture with me, so I didn't want to like linger around, you know.
You should have just fucking punched him in the face. You should have just assaulted him, bro.
Yeah, get a chat in America.
I made like a rating physique video on him before. I like blew the fuck up.
Did you shit on his physique?
You know what's funny about my rating physiques videos is like I would just like say like random shit and like a random number. Like I wouldn't even like look at their physique at all before I made it. I just send it to an editor and they would just make the whole video.
Yeah.
And like it would look like I actually like gave a fuck. I didn't care. It was just
Do you still do those? And
nah. They're like pretty gay if I'm being real, which is like no offense if you're gay. Like I just think like rating another dude's body is like hella gay, but I like did it for views and like I mean it's like interesting enough, right? Because it's like if you're into bodybuilding and you know you have like a you know some influencer or athlete you look up to and you kind of want to see like how they would stack up like on a bodybuilding stage, it could be interesting to watch. But like this sounds like pretty self-centered and that's because it is, but like I really don't give a fuck about anyone else like in any sort of way. Like I care about my friends and family, and then beyond that it's just like you could fucking die and just whatever.
yeah, that's facts. It's like no one else, like yeah, because you don't really know anyone besides your friends and family. Though.
Most friendships, like pretty much every like relationship you have is like extremely transactional. Like there's like been people where I'm like close friends with them, and then as soon as like there's no use, it's like they stop like checking up on you or whatever, which is like, I get it. It just kind of sucks though to see that reality. Like if you think about like some of your closest friends, let's say like you have like drinking buddies or whatever, and then you start going on like a fitness journey, and that you stop drinking with them, like suddenly like they don't text you like ever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and like in that sense, like the transaction, it's not like, oh, I'm giving you money, like I'm paying you to be my friend. The transaction is that like exchange of energy when you guys go out, but like it's not like they care enough about you to like be like, hey bro, like how you doing, you know? Which is fair enough, but
yeah, I had a fucking few friends like that. Yeah, and I haven't spoken to them to this day.
What did you just say?
I had a few friends like that.
Yeah.
And I just haven't, because of that, I haven't like spoken to them to this day.
Yeah.
They were like my high school friends that like, from like the first year of high school to the last year of high school. Mm-hmm. And then like, I started getting on my fitness shit, and then they started talking shit.
Man, that's crazy.
I started hearing about it because I was just hearing from other people and they were telling me about it. And then like, like, would go out, like sometimes I'll like feed into it, and I'll be like, okay, I'll go hang out, and then they'll like low-key like bully me and like shit on me. Like I could tell, but like it's like real passive aggressive kind of shit.
That's wild. You know, it's crazy because it's like everyone I know who's in like a high like place, whether it's like they have like a big following or they have like a lot of money, like this is like people I've personally met, like all those people, they actually want like the best for their friends. Like I feel like successful people, like they're successful and they have like a mindset that's geared towards growth, whereas like people who are like losers like that, they're drinking all the time, once they see someone doing well for themselves, they can't help but bring them down because they're at this level, you're at their level, but you're going to surpass them. Now they have to keep you at their level. So it's very interesting. I think if you have any sort of aspiration for anything in life, you should actually not be a fucking pussy and have a growth mindset, and don't be mad if your friends start trying to do good things.
Yeah, facts. You should be supporting them.
Bro, honestly, the only time I talk shit about my friends is when I see them fucking falling off their shit. Like when I see some of my friends, like, they look sick and then they start like eating like shit, like with the exception of if they're off cycle, because like of course like they're not gonna look as good, but if they just start eating like fucking Wendy's every day, and they start getting chubby for no reason, it's like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Like stop fucking doing that shit, man. Like, I mean, you don't have to be shredded, but like 15% body fat, like keep it around there, like even okay.
I've never been 15% body fat.
Well, I mean, it's hard to tell like what body fat you actually are, because like you don't really store body fat in like a conventional way.
Yeah.
I can't even tell what body fat you really are though.
I'd probably say I'm like 20 something.
20 something? Yeah, maybe. Because it's just weird, because it's like your like shoulders and like arms are like lean, and then like I don't see your stomach ever, so like
I
can't
showed
really
you my
tell.
stomach a few times, like today.
Okay, yeah, but like what? Am I supposed to like fucking be like inspecting like the body fat percentage? Like I wasn't looking that closely.
Let's get out the calipers, bro.
Yeah.
Let me check if the shit's still recording now. Oh shit, we've already been recording for 30 minutes.
Damn.
That doesn't even feel like it. Well, I was just checking. We're good to go. If you're still watching this, you want to see us do something cool, or like just got an idea for us, just drop it down in the comments.
Mashallah.
Yeah, so I'll probably just end the video, yeah.
Any closing remarks?
Well, if you want to get some fucking sick clothes, Retaliation Project.
That'll be promo.
Yeah, either code Shan or code CS.
No, you don't have to use code CS. I already make money from the sale. Use code Shan.
Okay, bucked up, code Shan or code CS.
No, code Connor for bucked up.
It was different.
Yeah, they didn't let me have code CS.
How come?
Because their customer service is code CS.
Oh.
There's probably a lot of people that use code CS for bucked up.
It's just customer service.
Yeah.
Fuck. Alright. Have a good night, guys. Thanks for watching the video. See you next time.
It might be morning for them. How uninclusive, Shan?
I'm sorry. Have a good night. Have a good night and have a good morning.
What if it's afternoon?
Have a good night, morning, afternoon, lunch and breakfast. See you later, cunts.
Inhale, exhale, yeah. Breathe. 12 HP, what's that smell, yeah. Weed.